tea. Like it's less strong than matcha. But I'm with Manny. I don't like matcha either. Just like Randy Orton didn't like, his arm and he had to break that shit. Break that.
How long have we been live?
Just a couple seconds.
13 seconds. Manny, there's a time in the corner. There's a time in the corner. You don't have to ask that question. Look up. We've been live.
You son of a bitch, Manny. You son of a bitch. I see what you put in there. Yo. Anyway.
Break his orb. But how's he going to play with his toys without that orb?
No. The story that week was that he had a gentle play with himself in the tanning booth. So how's he going to play with himself in the tanning booth?
I just want to point out that guess who was standing next to him when bad shit started happening to him? Apollo Crews. We don't know why he's back there. He just be back there talking to everybody, just chit-chatting up.
So what you're saying, the curse isn't Danhausen, it's the curse of Apollo!
Yeah. So welcome everybody to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I am Eric.
Blackhausen.
That's Eric.
He did it to himself, people.
I did do it to myself. I understand. You tell things to your brother and your friend in confidence, and then they use it against you. It happens. It's life.
Like you don't do the same.
To be fair, I've known about that little toy that your coworker gave to you a long time ago because you showed it to us like 2 years ago or something.
I did probably. Probably the same time you gave Marcus your address to mail him the shirt.
Never. Can't find any of it. You can't find any of it.
I'm joined by Marcus at Grand Finale and Lord Manny Hayes.
Excuse me. I have a other voice. I'm not one of the voices.
You didn't say it.
I'm Marcus at Grand Finale, damn it. I'm El Hero del Marquino. Okay.
I kind of
Doctor.
Honestly, because the news is not as important. I kind of just want to jump into Smackdown. I really do.
You want to cover the news on the back end?
Yeah, I think I do because the news
is
not.
Yeah, the news ain't that
because you know what? It's not often I do this, but personally, I have a strike, and that strike needs to be given out right now, and I can't wait. And that goes to Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll gets a strike. How dare you try to rob me of 2009 Randy Orton with your fucking impassioned speech? I hate you, Jelly Roll. I hate you. I hate you.
He gets a whole strike for the whole show. Come on, let's get into it. A full strike for Jelly Roll. Because
I got a strike too.
This ex-fat motherfucker shows up. And he didn't know what was going on in that parking lot. Everybody and their mama running to see what happened. This day we don't know what the severity of this crash was. I just know it just didn't look like the physics worked, that the front windshield was broken out.
No, physics didn't work at all, Marcus. Didn't work at all.
I was just trying to figure it out.
Like,
Jacob looked at me, and Jelly Roll's like, what?
Well, to Jelly Roll's defense, he has been locked up, so maybe he ain't no snitch still. That's why he kept on moving and act like he didn't know nothing that happened.
Yeah, well, let me tell you this about Jelly Roll, ex-fat ass, anyway. He goes in there, and then he starts talking to Randy. Randy, I understand, brother, I understand. And start giving one of those jailhouse speeches. I would hate to be his cellmate. He over there, jailhouse inspirational speeches. Go get Randy to convert to Islam or some shit. I don't know what he was doing. He's like, man, it's in your heart. It's your desire to not do this.
Oh, no, Mark, that was...
Like, I felt like this man could have said that to anybody inspired him to kill Matt Cardonas that night.
The sad part, I was inspired. I was inspired. I was pissed. I was like, no, don't you do this.
Inspired.
But see, the problem that I had, though, this man goes out there, and he talks about Randy, then he starts talking about Kid Wilson Mama and how he giving her the Jelly Roll penis. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, Kid asked for it himself. He did some slam poetry and was talking about how Jelly Roll can't see his wee-wee. And I thought he got him. And then Jelly responded with a simple, your mama know what my wee-wee look like. Yeah. And I was like, oh, shit, we here. And then he's like, you called me fat. Well, your mama would know I'm fat because I had my belly on her back. And I went, you know what, Jelly Roll, you deserve your ass kicking. Kit Wilson did it. Unapologetic ass whooping. You said that about my mama? Doink, beat down, twist the elbow. That's the way everybody should get it when they talk about somebody else's mama. Twist the elbow off the top rope.
Gentlemen, let's be
Twist
focused.
over.
Let's be focused. Marcus, I'm going to give you a rest, and I'm going to ask Manny this question.
No, I don't need a breath. I don't need a breath.
You get the breath, Marcus. You'll time out.
This episode of Smackdown was absurd.
I'm going to Manny. Manny, we had multiple accidents this weekend. We had one on AEW.
No, Eric, let me. You spoke about Jelly Roll.
Oh, okay,
I need
I'm
to speak
sorry.
about Nick Aldis. I need to speak about Nick Aldis. Several years ago, there was a car accident as well where Sheamus decided to frame Jeff Hardy, the famous Elias whole deal. The ambulance and the police were called. The ambulance and the police were called by a general manager at the time. He sees a car hit. He's appeared at the scene. He sees a car accident. He decided not to call the police. He
Or an
somehow
ambulance.
allowed Drew McIntyre to go to the ring and cut a promo and threaten firing him. This
after
man is
Drew
out of
already
control. He needs
quit.
to lose his job. He's consistently making terrible decisions. This is all in 3 hours. He's made terrible decisions.
To quote the Joker, when Drew McIntyre was here and Nick Aldis talk, you have nothing to threaten me with. I've already quit this motherfucker. You need me on that card. WrestleMania ain't sounding like shit. You need me around.
So Marcus, I'm going to go to you now and then with the question.
Looking like an angry Jesus in that ring.
But
Drew
when we
McIntyre
looked at the accident, and it looks like Drew McIntyre may have T-boned
Jesus,
Jacob,
man.
and somehow the windshield got shattered to the point where it could be ripped off. Not really sure how they make Audis nowadays, but once Drew pulled Jacob out of the car and he didn't start bleeding till after he got punched by Drew. Mark, what did you think about this whole fiasco of the start raw off crazy with Jelly Roll rolling up and not seeing shit?
I don't know. I was stuck on the physics of the windshield that the beatdown was. The whole accident, me just looking,
Yeah, that don't work.
Did they just get a car that didn't work with a busted and just pulled off? Like, I wanted all of that and not the beatdown. I did not care about the beatdown.
How are you concerned about the physics when Darby Allin rolled a car this week and these two still managed to have a fight?
Yeah, roll the car. Manny, hold on. You can't talk about them. You can't talk about them when Drew McIntyre and Jacob not only had a fight, they fought all night. They fought all night to their own demise. These guys are dead. That's the only thing you can think about because the car accident wasn't the most ridiculous thing. The second beatdown, the jumping to the tables, the all red jumpsuit. Hey, it's Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, I forgot about that part of Jacob. Kool-Aid jumping through tables.
He ran up the stairs like a fat man. I loved it.
Yeah, and then we get the crescendo of them fighting on top of, I guess, a scaffold of somewhere in a power plant.
Remember,
I don't know.
they had the one backstage fight before they got up to the building fight. They had that where they had to break it up. I think it's after Randy was talking to Cardona, and then they were back there fighting again. I don't know how they got up into the scaffold.
No, there
unit.
was the one with Solo.
got
There was
the
the Solo,
refinery.
Solo said
Yeah.
when he was told he sounds like a Roman. And
Yeah.
before he
And
could
then they were like, bro,
what did
yeah.
you say? And then they started running.
Yeah.
But, no, do you know how much time they had when they went to that fence? When
Yeah, there it
Puerto
is.
Rico's
I
annoyed.
saw it.
When they went to that
I
fence.
saw it, the trampoline. Get it.
To that fence, not one of them thought they could jump the fence.
Yeah.
They could have stopped that. They had so much time.
I love, but hold on. Let's say they should have jumped the fence. Some of those guys are too short to not see over the fence. Nick Aldis can see over the fence. I don't know what these other people are reacting to. But at one, no one can figure out how to get around this fence. No one can hop a fence. And if they hop the fence, what were they going to do? I catch you? What are they going to do? These men are dead. They died.
I just want to point out, Drew, Jacob, and everybody need to be in neck braces. They need to have attorneys. They supposed to be suing everybody next week. It was the most. At one point, man, I'm going to ask you this question. Did you think that Drew was about to fight Nick Aldis? Because I felt like when Nick accused him of sabotaging his own self, and he was like, Nick, I'm gonna write everybody has wronged me, and Nick has done it multiple times. I thought Nick was about to get a WrestleMania. Did you?
I thought Nick was getting a WrestleMania match, but I don't think Nick deserves a WrestleMania match.
Get Nick on WrestleMania. I'm pro Nick getting on WrestleMania. Fuck it. I don't care. Give the greatest NWA champion of my lifetime a WrestleMania match.
Kane, that fence was weak. It was one of those fences that you put up when they're doing construction, where they have the chain link fence. They just put a tarp. It was like anybody could have hopped that fence. My fat ass could have hopped that fence, and I can't hop fences.
Fat Jelly Roll could have hopped that fence.
Hey, you're 5'7". You couldn't hop that fence.
I'm telling you,
hop that
5'8".
fence.
So
he can hop that fence. I believe all of us can hop that fence. I'm gonna be honest.
No, because I'm gonna go over that fence and then fuck the landing and then break my ankle to be in a heap
that's true.
on the other side.
You know, the main reason I wouldn't go over that fence is because I've seen those fences before, and I know there's a junkyard dog over there, and I'm afraid of those dogs. Those are the scariest dogs on the planet. The ones behind those gates are the scariest ones.
All right,
they put on this planet to kill, but they're dead, right? Short of them being next week in both wheelchairs and neck braces, poking at each other with kendo sticks from across the room. That's all I want to see next week. Because this is ridiculous.
I want Drew McIntyre to be like Batista when he decided to quit. When he was spotlight Batista. That's how bad I want Batista.
Drew got to show up. He has to show up with an attorney. Talking about unsafe work environment because Drew is never responsible for anything that he does. And I just want to ask the last important question about this entire
I have another question, Eric. I have a legal question for you.
Well, you want to go with the legal question before I give you the last question?
Yeah, I have a legal question about this situation.
Okay.
So Kool-Aid and Drew were fighting at the scaffold.
Yeah.
They're fighting to the death.
Uh-huh.
They swing on each other. Drew's about to die.
Yeah.
Drew falling. But he pulls Jacob.
Yeah.
Now, if Jacob were to die from that and Drew survived, is that manslaughter or not?
It would probably more likely be involuntary. It could be involuntary manslaughter.
Jesus.
I was about to die first, and I just grabbed him and saved my own life.
No, at the end of the day, though, Drew might get acquitted for self-defense. The thing about it, though,
he ran him over with the car first.
The thing about it, though, is that it's a good chance that Drew is dead because physically, Drew was falling first, and he pulled Jacob big ass down, and he might have fell on him. So if he'd have died from the impact on the ground, he might have died from Jacob falling on him.
But Drew's the one that pulled him. I'm literally asking this question because I don't know the answer to this. And like, if you pull somebody, if you're falling off a cliff, and they're the ones that knocked you off the cliff, and I survive it, am I in trouble with the law?
More likely you're not, if you can prove that. See, luckily in Drew's situation, he had cameras to prove that. Well, and most people don't.
Well, I'm going for a hike this weekend with one of my enemies.
No, Marcus, don't do that. Don't do that. That's like you, Marcus. That's like you going to push somebody off of a cliff, and they see you coming, and they sidestep, and next thing you know, they're charged with your murder. You supposed to be there. It doesn't happen.
They threw my ass off that cliff.
But Manny says,
what if I took you to Antarctica? If I took someone to Antarctica, yeah. And then I stabbed them with an icicle and just left them to rot in the rot there and came back.
That's Antarctica law, though.
I'm concerned that you thought about that. If as Kane said, that's premeditated. If you knew you were going to Antarctica just to stab the person.
I'm speaking about what ifs. I'm not saying I'm doing it. I'm not saying I've not got a planned trip to Antarctica. I don't have money for the materials to stay warm.
And you gotta hope that you have an icicle that can do that. But I guess the question, going back to professional wrestling,
icicles.
Going back to professional wrestling,
icicle.
Did this altercation between Jacob and Drew make you want to see them fight at WrestleMania in 2 weeks? Marcus, I'll go to you first.
No, because I saw their best fight right now. I saw their best fight tonight. Yeah, it's 2 weeks, man. About 2 weeks.
It's 2 to 3 weeks.
It's
3 weeks. I mean, it's about 3 weeks if you don't count. I don't know how he want to do the math.
We got about 2 Raws to go. 2 Raw, 2 Smackdowns to go. That's how you look at it.
What are you talking about?
You got 3.
24th, 31st, the 7th, the 14th. There's 4 Raws.
Oh, it's 4 weeks then. It felt like 2, man. Maybe I was in a car accident.
Dickhead. Look at our calendar.
You know what?
We ain't looking at calendars no more.
You know, quite frankly, I'm surprised by it being 4 weeks when I thought it was 2 weeks, just like how Damian Priest was surprised when he won the tag team titles. Did no one tell him he was winning the titles that night? Did nobody tell him?
I have to believe they did, but who cared? Who cared?
No, Mark.
This retaliation. This goes into the news story of Tama Tonga being fined for leaking footage.
No. I think this
they getting punished for their title.
No, I think this was always the story of that they were going to drop. Because Marcus, the tag team titles means absolutely nothing between the Wyatts and the MFCs. It means nothing. MFTs, not the MFCs. It means nothing. And then when they told him backstage, you sound like Roman, I said, shit, that's disrespectful. If I was Solo, I'd be upset too.
I don't care about these MFTs and their drama. JC Mateo died.
Who cares?
Jeff Cobb used to exist, but once you get pinned by R-Truth, that's the end of it. That's the absolute end of it. Your wrestling career is over.
So I'm trying to figure
Marcus,
out.
Jeff Cobb died a good long time ago. He's been JC for JC Mateo has been. He may not have no soul, but man getting paid.
I wasn't a big fan of JC Mateo. Jeff Cobb went back there, so it's like whatever. He was always there to me. So I guess that segment didn't tickle your fancy. Marcus, did it tickle your fancy when the Bellas was interrupted by ice cream eating Charlotte and Alexa Bliss?
Goddamn right, because Brie Bella took that spoon. He took Alexa's spoon. I would kill a person if they took my ice cream scoop. And are we going? I would love for the era of Fat Charlotte. I'm just saying, let's get Charlotte fat and just have them be eating ice cream every week. Because she been eating this ice cream out of control. She had no the calories. I don't know if she tried to bulk up, but remember I don't know if she got this Ben & Jerry sponsorship, but she had the 30 she was eating in the back that one week. Her and Alexa eating it again. They're just eating ice cream every week. They gonna gain that weight. They'll be fat. And I want Fat Charlotte out there. I want her to look like Stan Hansen or Trevor Murdoch.
I feel like Charlotte's holding back Alexa.
Nobody should look like Trevor Murdoch. I'm sorry. Nobody should look like Trevor. Except Eric's boy, Mark Davis.
No, Mark Davis is in better shape than Trevor Murdoch could ever be in. Mark, if I look like Mark Davis, I'll be happy because he's big, but he ain't fat. He ain't sloppy fat. And because that man go to work every day. Go to work. Working Mark Davis. He shouldn't be dangerous. He should be working Mark Davis. Anyway, back to it. But, Manny, I don't think Alexa's holding Charlotte back. I think Charlotte's holding Alexa back. She keep feeding her ice cream, telling her to be quiet, shushing her, and stuff like that.
Wait, Alexa don't have anything, though. There's nothing for Alexa to do anymore. Do you think this is going to lead them down to the dark path of the demon Alexa coming back or whatever the hell that was, which you get magical powers again?
I personally just didn't care about them trying to force feed me the Bella twins, making me think that they were actually something more relevant than being reality TV stars. I mean, I just can't. I'm like, I didn't want. I mean, I like that they gave Nia and Lash their time to cut their promos and walk in and stuff. They look like some bad people, but like they should have mollywopped the Bellas. They should have mollywopped their ass, and they did. It drove me crazy. It made me mad. It angered me. Really did. It did. Marcus, you got $20 human dollars?
No, actually no. Damn. Not in this economy.
Well, guess who don't have $20?
I got to say whatever I can get to go to work the next day to pay for gas.
Johnny Gargano don't got $20 human dollars. And you know what? A strike. Motor City Machine Guns need to be released. I'm sorry, Fraxium need to be released if you can't survive a Candice LeRae punch. She can't knock nobody out on the women's roster, but she was able to confuse, I think it was Axiom, to allow him to be rolled up by the Motor City Machine Guns.
I don't remember. I didn't care enough to remember.
It was Nathan.
Oh.
Your boy, Ben Carr.
Ben Carter, trained by Seth. And now...
How is he not one of the masked men? How does he feel left out not being one of the masked men?
So, my boy Randy Orton.
I don't know that he wasn't.
My boy Randy, despite being talked to by Jelly Roll and stuff like that, he was wearing a shirt that was modified from the week prior, where now we have, I would like to just call it Cody's Blood on there, which I think is great.
That's the shirt they're selling now. They're selling a shirt with just...
Yes. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's what you need. It's what you need. Manny, Randy was out there talking. We didn't get Ric Flair. Thank God. What did you think about Randy's overall performance on this episode of SmackDown? He had a lot.
I liked it because he said fuck them kids. Every time I smile for your kid, I don't mean it. I feel dead inside. and then he said this is Cody's fault because he said unlock the Viper. He said listen to those voices, and I did.
Because he said Cody said I love Cody like a brother, and I still do. He said last week he took that burden off of my chest when he told me to be the best version of Randy I could be. So I became that person. Marcus, that's justification. Do you agree with Randy's justification that Cody asked for this ass whooping?
I 100% agree with everything Randy Orton said in that ring, and Cody deserves this ass whooping. Cody asked for this ass whooping, and the voices were right to consult Randy with this ass whooping. Fuck Cody. Fuck Cody for years. You know what? He won at WrestleMania 40, the end of all WrestleManias. He won. And yet he's done nothing with the title. He's done nothing anywhere. He's only benefited himself. And the people have only betrayed him since that time. So fuck him. Even Sammy slapping shit around over Cody. Everybody's sick of his shit. So Randy decided to take the dog to the back and put him down.
He owed Yeller somebody. He owed Yeller
somebody.
He owed Yeller.
But my question for Randy. Who the fuck he on the phone with? Because, I was assuming it was Ric Flair this week. Who the fuck he on the phone with?
Triple H?
Could be. Manny, who you got?
Ted.
It has to be. I want it to be Ted. Now that Ted's free, acquitted of all legal charges, bring Teddy back. Bring Ted Dibiase Jr. back. I want to hear that priceless theme song one more time before I die or something.
There's speculation. It could be Kevin Owens, but I don't think it's Kevin Owens.
It doesn't make sense for Kevin Owens.
There's a lot of I saw one speculation that said he ain't talking to nobody. Man, just crazy.
He just talking to his own self.
That would be the psycho plot twist. Would be awesome.
I think that would be the greatest thing, that it is actually the voices talking to him. Overall, though, I think that the fans are very conflicted because even though he's in the ring talking about fuck your kids, it killed me inside, everybody's still in there just cheering and yelling and like, yeah, Randy's right. Randy's the most polarizing individual professional wrestler. I also want to remind everybody, he said the N-word and got away with it. No one even batted an eye. Like, you know what? Randy will do it. He's the opposite of John Cena. He's everybody wants to be the evil Randy Orton compared to the happy-go-lucky John Cena, even though he had that brief run as a heel last year in 2025. Randy been evil his whole career.
Do you think there's anything he could do to get booed at WrestleMania against Cody Rhodes? Is there anything he could possibly do?
Lose?
No, I think everyone's tired of him. Everyone's tired of Cody. That's what Cody actually needs to take a break. Cody needs to have an injury thing and be away for about 3 to 6 months.
So, I'm gonna ask this. What I'm gonna ask then: what's Randy gonna do with that belt then once he get it? The quote Triple H in the office when he's going on Unreal. He go booyah and all that. Who he got to face? Michin, B-Fab. He been through all of them.
Sammy. Fight Sammy.
Sammy a heel. Sammy lost his damn mind.
Hey,
Sammy
you know what?
Sammy ain't gonna get past the trick.
Can we go back to Sammy's interview with Kelly where he says, you know how hard Cody tries to do the right thing, but it doesn't work out for him. He says, look at Randy and what he did. He said more he tries to do things the right way, the more things go wrong and people pull away. He's feeling like the world he believes in doesn't exist here. Sammy's losing his smile. And it don't help that Trick comes up and says, shut up, Sammy. Sorry you're crying. Sing out of shit.
I can't believe Trick had the audacity to go out at ringside watch, and to sit there and watch. Like, he had no reason to be there.
No.
And then in the match, Aleister Black gets a win.
He gets a win. You know what? Aleister Blackmark is building up a lot of stack to challenge for somebody's title. I don't know who title's going to be, but he's winning each week. Just going out there, working.
Clean wins.
And nothing don't matter.
What clean?
And it looks like every time, and it almost feels like with Aleister Black, every time he wins, Zelina loses a piece of clothing, like in Major League when they were trying to win a finish. Because I swear to God, she was damn near naked when she got into the ring.
That's incentive to win.
I'm just saying, he's
the real system is money. Because if you saw the way he kicked Sammy and he said, it's like, ooh, this is not right, but I need this paycheck.
Oh, no, that was Damian Priest. That was Damian Priest. Like, man, I had been to the page.
Sammy was looking. He made Sammy rethink his life the way he kicked him.
That was Damian Priest when he realized he had been to a pay window with gold around his waist in a long time. He know how much that little incentive is. He was like, shit.
He's like, I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm going to WrestleMania. I got a WrestleMania payday coming. But let's go back to Trick throwing water on Sammy. That's an old black lady move. It could have been T. I don't know what he threw on her. That's an old black lady move right there. I'm just going to throw something on you and say what's up and see what you're going to do. Sammy tried to go the turn the other cheek route, but when keeping it real goes wrong, is what happened to Sami Zayn when he went back and beat the shit out of Trick. Then got in the ring, and then Trick looked at the camera. Am I bleeding? I'm not bleeding. You sure? I feel like I'm bleeding. I don't know why we had to see that a little bit.
Well, but, the thing that The thing I thought was hilarious too about the match was that I think it was either Joe or Wade, I'm not really sure who was pointed out, that Sammy ain't got no more plastic cups to beat up, so they stole Marcus' line. In fact, I'll say everybody knows Sammy done lost his damn mind. I don't know. It was a ridiculous match. Trick didn't need to be out there with his lemon pepper steppers. I'm upset that he only got one pair of lemon pepper steppers. He need to have more, but whatever. You know, it might take some time to break those shoes in. Manny, Aleister Black getting the win, Trick throwing water on people. Did you like this? Are we getting Sammy Trick at WrestleMania? I don't know if that's really a marquee match, but is there?
I didn't care because there was too much going on this episode of SmackDown for me to care about this. This is too mid-level for me to care. High-level shit going on right now.
I mean, I want to point out
people dying in the parking lot.
You have to kind of feel bad for Nick because Nick is having all these issues going on, and then you got Carmella walking up. Hey, man, I heard that you canceled the open challenge. What the fuck going on? Come to find out, Ilya decided he wanted to fight for the belt again. And I was like, how does this work? The white man come in and say, you know what, I want to fight for the belt.
No,
you got
Ilya had his number, like we talked about with Mama Day, and he's in my outside. Ilya drew his number, and it was his turn. He said he was going to call him one day. So he got it, and they decided to put on a banger match. And I don't know where we're going with this. Like, I understand these are great matches.
I had a problem with one point of this match. It was a good spot, but like we are in the business of wanting people to sell. So when Ilya dived off I think it was the middle rope. I don't think he went off the top rope. And then
middle rope.
Mello hit him with the first 48.
Yeah.
And then he popped up and then just hit him with the H-bomb.
Yeah.
In my mind, he should have just rolled off Mello and just stood in the moment for a bit because he just got straight back up and started fighting again. I don't think. I think he should have sold the fact that Mello's move hit her at the same time as the H-bomb would have hurt Mello. I think that point there was just like, this is great, but you got to remember you are still technically play fighting.
My big issue with this whole match is that it's clear that Mello and Ilya have great chemistry with each other. But it's going to be a time where you get tired of seeing this match, and I don't think it needs to happen again unless the U.S. title is going to be on the line at WrestleMania, which I just can't see that happening if Ilya got to work the gauntlet to get back up there, but who knows? Marcus, what about you? Do you have any criticism or any praise about that match?
No, I just have praises. We're in the age of people getting hit by cars and flipping over cars to want people to sell anymore, man. I mean... Like, I understand your critique. I want people to sell more. I 100% agree. I don't think neither person should have got their cars and whatnot. And I think they should have laid there and sold the first 48 and the H-bomb and whatnot. But that's the age in. I just upset with the finish of it ended with Pop Rocks.
Yeah, it did. It did.
It ended with Pop Rocks. And it's only person I approved doing that move is Roxanne Perez, who is, I believe, dead or whatever's going on with her.
She had a sebaceous cyst removed from her back?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
That doesn't sound good at all.
But overall, I like the series. I like where they're going. I think at WrestleMania, I don't think it's going to be Ilya and Carmelo. I think they're going to do something different. I think Carmelo's going to lose before WrestleMania, and then Ilya's going to do an open challenge, and coming out that door, because they got nothing to do with him anyway, it's going to be Gunther. You're going to get Ilya and Gunther at WrestleMania.
All right,
for the U.S. title.
Let me jump into the chat real quick.
Sounds like a good idea.
You know, Wes talking about Candice LeRae said that she can knock out dry chicken like nobody else. I mean,
she was looking good on SmackDown.
That's true. And then, of course, then we have Kane saying that he has a strike. We're seeing Berto and Angel talking to Ray Phoenix in the background. He don't know why that was there. We don't. If Ray ain't got Trick to fight, I don't know what he's gonna do. So now this portion of the show is brought to you by Black History Month that passed in last February because there's a lot of.
Oh, we're done with SmackDown.
No, we're not. We're not.
Oh.
No, we're still here.
Oh.
This portion of SmackDown. Because first we get a vignette package for two of my blackest sisters. I know Nia Jax might be Samoan, but it's her Lash Legend talking about all the bullshit that people were doing to her. All the people that want their titles, the Bellas, Bayley, and Lyra. I mean, I appreciate champions upset that people want to fight them for their belts. And I like Lash and Nia. I didn't like what they were wearing, but I like that point.
It's ridiculous.
It's just like, you know, how dare they want to fight me?
No, I get it. No, I get it. They just had the titles for about, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Give me a break. Let me show this in for a second.
I'm only 1 week removed from my celebration party that was interrupted by the fucking Bellas. Let me have some more time.
This in.
I'm so sorry that you guys need to celebrate for more than a week in that champion.
Marcus, it's not celebrate. It's not celebrate. I need to patch that. I need to stat pad this title reign. I need some extra days.
So just give me more time, Nick. Give me more time.
Now we need to take a.
The Bellas is a day off, though. The Bellas is a day off.
Yeah, we need to take some time right now and just really dissect what just went down right here, because we had Oba take out Brock Lesnar, and then this week I didn't know Rhea was on the list. Jade came out, and I don't know what Jade was dressed for, but she looked like she went shopping at Alex in Wonderland, and it wasn't much she could do in that outfit. Marcus, on a scale of 1 to 10, where was Jade outfit for you?
It's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10, Eric. And I know where Jade got her outfit. Well, you know those gangster funerals where they put the flowers and shit at?
Yeah.
That's what that looked like. It looked like she was one of those stairs with like a giant gun just hanging out.
No. With her hair, with that whole get up, she looked like a fancy pussy. I'm just saying.
You did. She looked like that too.
The hair made her just look like a clit.
Her name should be a lot of vagina at this point.
And if you don't know what that looks like, you clearly never found it.
I just want to point out, personally, Manny, you win. You win on that comment. You do. I know you and Jade don't get along, but you're right. She looked like she was out there to be tickled. But this was probably the most authentic Jade has sounded in a long time. It might have been rough. She said, I don't need this. I don't need that. Bitch, I was already that bitch before all this. You need all this. And then next thing you know, Rhea was like, you may be right, and all that good stuff. I don't know what to say what this was about, because she said she didn't want it, but then she still do. But Rhea needs it. Marcus, break it down.
It's easy. It's easy. Jade has opportunities outside the enemy. Rhea has nothing. You have nothing. You got to go home to Buddy Murphy. That's what your life is. I have it all. I could be a supermodel. I was already a star. I already teamed with Shaq in my first match. I've done it all. I've done it all already. You are struggling. That's what she was saying. And she was like, bitch, I'm out of here. And then B-Fab and Michin walked down the ramp. And we already knew what was happening.
We knew what was happening because we've been calling for it forever. They work better together than apart. But before we get there, Jade was dressed for the canceled Magic City Atlanta Hawks theme night. You're right, Jimmy. She was out there. She was outside.
Jade was dressed for the Afro Man trial.
She was dressed for the BET Source Awards. Just out there. Just like, hey.
But they came out there and they're like, and so to help me make any of this make sense, for months now, maybe even a year, these two women have been harassing Jade and calling her out on random shit, talking about you a weak ass bitch and all that. Then we get to a few weeks, they do it, they finally have the match, Michin loses, and now they're like, you know what? Jay, you a real one. We working with you? Is that the route you go with? I just don't understand it. Eric, I go to you.
Oh, well, technically you don't have the power. Since I'm the host, I'm going to go to Manny first. Manny,
you got your hand up first.
I did.
Michin tried to justify this.
That's the same thing I was going to say that Manny said. Right?
She can never forgive what Rhea did to her, AJ, and the machine guns. But you know what, Michin?
Oh my God.
Michin, they fucking deserved it.
No,
all right,
Manny,
deserved it.
But Manny, I'll tell you this right now, though. In Black Logic, that makes perfectly good sense. You know what? We can wrong each other as black people. We ain't going to let the white Australian girl do anything wrong to us. So I know what she did to us. So I don't like her. So, and, B-Fab had that conversation with Jade in that one day. And next thing you know, we all know Michin going to be the first one jumped out. But trust me, Jade needs to have these two.
B-Fab are going to be jumped up first.
First of all, I think they are going to get blipped away at one point after WrestleMania. And you're going to forget they were ever there. That this team up ever happened. That's what I feel like is going to happen. And I think Michin watched an episode of New Wrestling World Order with that man and talk about his Rhea Ripley's a racist video.
No, I don't think Michin did. I think Ryan Ward did. And then he told Michin to tweet that.
I don't know.
I'm fully blaming Ryan Ward for this.
Wait, blaming or credit, man?
No, I'm not crediting.
One of the most ridiculous episodes of television.
Because the people that need to be with her are the tag team champions. The champions should be all together.
Oh.
I do like that. I think they too. I think they
It should
too,
not be. It should not be Michin. It should not be these bottom people.
Well, they can't
these
be
are the bottom of the
unstoppable.
barrel.
Many they
These
become
are
not
the
the
bottom-
irresistible force. They become the unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly, they
once
used to
you
be-
get through, let's say the Goon first is Last Legend. Then you got to go through Goon 2 Nia Jax. And by the time you get to Jade,
You tired,
you're going to have
man.
to have a 4-minute match because it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have. It should have.
That's too much.
They should have always been with Jade the moment Jade turned heel.
Manny, can I give you a better? Can I give you a better
Everybody need
option?
putties, and
Yeah,
I
go on.
think the
Can I give you a
putties.
better option? Can't we all just get along? Why not just be a dominant black woman faction? Put them all together.
You could do
Put them all
that.
together.
But I don't think nobody
Nia,
wants to see that much dominance.
B-Fab, Lash, Jade,
Let me
Michin,
tell you
all
something.
together, and they run roughshod in that locker room. They all the black women get together and team up to form a mega team, and only Bianca
don't-
can shut it down. When she
No,
comes
Mark,
back.
Bianca and Trinity, those two together.
Let me
Captain
tell
Long
you
Beach.
something. I don't think this white IWC will be able to take that because they've already tried to take down Obafemi with his interview with Stephanie McMahon and how he grew up and linking him to Mega. They are trying to destroy this man before he even started.
You know what? I think Wes is right. You can add Kalani to it also. You know, why not?
Kalani
Eh,
can't fit in there. She's a bad bitch.
No, you know what? Kalani could be the oddball out. She's in the group, but she's always the one where they go
No.
like, "You ain't hood
Correction.
enough. You ain't hood enough to be in
Actually-
this
Parker
group."
belongs
Like she'll
in
come
there.
out there
Actually,
and say something
no.
stupid.
No, because you need.
Oh,
a
Jada
Owen-
Parker be beautiful
You
in
need
this.
you need an Owen Hart. You need an Owen Hart. Fallon Henry. She could be there. Fallon could be there. Fallon could be there.
Fallon Henry.
Fallon
You
could
can't-
be there.
Don't turn Fallon
No.
into Cutler.
No, if I'm shoehorning anyone in this group, it would be Nikita Lyons.
No.
No, you know why? I can't put Nikita Lyons in this group. She fits too well. She'll blend right in.
And
She'll
Betty
blend
and her
right
and
in.
Jay just want to get along. They just want to get along. They gonna try to outdress each other. You know, like
Nikita
Jay
makes
come
it
out
too
just like a
ghetto.
clit, and then Nikita come out just like an asshole. Just be like, hey, you know, put it where you want to put it. So after
You can't put Nikita in this.
You can.
you
She's
can.
too ghetto. She fits too good.
So yeah, we get, you know, we had Jelly Roll almost risk his
Gonna
life
give
trying to
herself
tell.
cornrows, you know it. It's gonna be out of control.
We had Jelly Roll trying to
right,
risk his
can have it.
life
What about
talking to Randy Orton, trying to, you know, give him that speech. But then we had the segment that we mentioned where Kit Wilson did not want to fight Jelly Roll, but wanted to have a slam poetry. And Marcus, I thought Kit won. I thought Kit came in there. I was like, damn, Kit came with the fire.
I know, but you know, Jelly Roll had to admit he had a little willy or a little penis. But I thought he came out on top after that. I thought
Yeah,
they was
yeah.
hard coming back. Talk about I fucked your mama. No. I fucked your mama, man.
No, Mark, once he said he put his belly on the back of his mama, that was it.
Yeah, but his mama seeing his dick is the part that I go, oh. Jelly
But
Roll,
now
no.
Jelly had to have a match because, you know, even though he talked about his mama, Kit couldn't take it. And now we get Jelly versus Kit next week.
Jelly more full time than Roman now. Shit.
He is.
What the hell? How'd that happen?
And a part of this, Miz still refused to have Danhausen lift his curse, although he's going through a lot of shit that's going on in life.
Hold on, where are they at SmackDown next week? They in Sacramento? It
No,
seems like it.
they're not in
seem to put
Sacramento,
all-
Marcus.
They put all their people together.
So about time, Julia's upset at Kiana James for trying to outshine her and how she fucked up. Chelsea offered some help, but that didn't go too well because, you know, Lash and him showed up. I mean, I'm glad Julia's getting frustrated because it's now it's time for Kiana James could actually be in the group with Jade and them more than anybody else. She is black.
Nah, she don't fit.
You want
she don't
Nikita
fit better-
Lyons, don't you?
She don't fit better. She don't fit better than Nikita, and she don't fit better than Fallon in there randomly.
Fallon
She
would
don't meet
be
any of those
great.
conditions. She don't. If the scale was Fallon Henry at the whitest and the blackest Nikita Lyons, you can't put her in there.
Watch WWE make a mistake, put JC Jade up in there. So Nia
Let's
Jax,
support
Lash
it.
Legend.
Let's support it.
She's engaged to a black man.
Is she?
She is?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. Jade.
Didn't I-
JC.
Really?
Not Joe.
Maybe
also, that's why they won't call her up. That old racist, old time racist shit. Triple H, you bastard. Call JC up. The real Double J.
Hey, speaking of MVPs, people were talking about Tyler Bates' dating history. And I was like, damn, Tyler Bates must be long where it counts. Because he done had Toni Storm. He had Sol Roca. And
Marcus, who's next? Who's next? I'm gonna go Blake.
Yeah, I think it's Blake. Blake Monroe. If him and Sol don't work out.
He's got a type.
Blake fits the category. Yeah, Blake fits the category, but I think he's going to want to be in a relationship where he's the tallest one, so he's going to go Thea Hell. Just to piss you off, man.
Or how about, you know what? How about the ultimate betrayal where, you know, Sol Roca and, what's her name? I can't think of the one that's bitter with Pink from Australia. Zarya should hook up with Tyler Bates just to do it afterwards. Yeah, break him up.
You want to fuck your man storyline.
Yeah, you haven't had one of those in a long time. This tag match, Nia Jax is wearing her San Diego Padres outfit. Not a fan of that outfit. Drives me crazy. This match was not going to happen. Bellas won via DQ when everything all hell broke loose. Once again, let the champions enjoy their championship. Why when the other tag team champions didn't have to work this hard? Now Lash and Nia got the titles and they got to work. What the hell?
Do you want to give a strike to Nick Aldis right now?
He had a lot on his plate, man.
I gave him the strike at the beginning of the show.
No, he gets a super strike. In fact, he should be fired for this last strike. What was the main event? Yeah, this super strike. What was the main event?
Nia Jax and the Brie Bellas.
Yeah. Okay, that match ended. How much time did we have left on that show?
That
show was going to end because the Randy
was going back out there.
Yeah, but we didn't know Randy was coming back out there to the third hour or something like that. And that show was just going to end 30 minutes early because of the finish.
I mean,
if we didn't know Randy was coming back out there with Matt Cardonas for the apology.
Bubba had to come back out there, because Jelly Roll convinced him to apologize to Matt Cardonas. I knew this shit wasn't going to happen. I knew it wasn't going to happen. What I liked the most about this segment was that he did not take Matt Cardona out the same way he took out Cody. Because he teased that he was going to take him out there. When he broke his arm, I said, oh, shit. He done lost his damn mind. Randy's old one. Hey, you know what? Next week, I need his RKO shirt to have more blood on it now. Just like as he takes more people out, like the old fills up and stuff like. I think that would be
cool.
WrestleMania.
That would be legit. And then when you make it to WrestleMania, it's all red because it's the blood of his foes. That's what I agree.
Would do. Eric, that might be your best idea you had in a long time.
Who's next? Who's next?
But next week I need him to bludgeon Jelly Roll. I need him to get him. I need him to get him back. I need Kent Wilson to lose, whatever. He loses the match after doing his corkscrew elbow and whatnot. And then Randy Orton just bludgeons the shit out of him and adds him to the list. Yeah, and then get on the phone right after and be like, yeah, man, I had to. Jelly was being very disrespectful.
I mean, the man needs blood on his hands. He needs blood on his hands. And so, like, let's proceed and get all of Cody's friends. Everybody. Every last one.
Does he take out Ted at one point?
No, I don't think Ted is showing up, Marcus.
You gotta bring Ted in.
To show up.
As much publicity as this randomly got, I think bringing Ted in there and Randy Ted tried to talk to Randy about reason. We started this shit together. We were a family. I had my troubles, and you had my back doing my troubles. You were in the courtroom with me, Randy.
Okay, no. Sammy is close to getting another WrestleMania. Don't take that from Sammy.
No, don't take that from Trick. Trick kind of beat his ass at WrestleMania.
You know who can take the blood? Ray Phoenix. But no, he's teaming up with his brother in Mexico, though. Where, I don't know.
You want to talk about triple
I didn't watch but Marcus, you can give us your report. But yeah, I thought
that's from a Chelsea Gray promo.
I just want to point out that this Smackdown was all over the place. From the car accident to Jade being the clit to Randy Orton killing Matt Cardona, who and some people might say was buried, to them having one quality match of Ilya versus Carmelo. Like it went by. The 3 hours went by. It was
know if the question.
Go ahead.
I don't know if the question was answered. Backstage segment and coffin match with Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd, or the Drew McIntyre, Jacob Fatu, brawl? I guess kaiju battle? I don't know what the hell that was. They're fighting in the city.
I'm going to have to recuse myself for the simple reason is that I don't like Gabe Kidd or Darby Allin. So I can't give a fair vote because I was going to take Jacob and Drew just because I have a bias. And I know I have a built-in bias.
Okay. Eric has a built-in bias, man. And you, unbiased, and the salt of the earth. Go ahead.
Well, the beginning of the Gabe Kid coffin match. The beginning of the Gabe Kid coffin match. Are they stating that happened earlier, or are they stating that just happened?
No, that happened right now. Remember, he wills him out in real time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I find that more stupid than what happened on SmackDown.
What? Jacob was in a car accident, Manny, of some kind.
I know, but they were fighting for 3 hours. I find that he couldn't have hit him that hard.
Wait. Who fought for 3 hours? Oh, you talking about Drew and Jacob.
Yeah.
They did fight the whole night.
Yeah,
They fought the whole night.
ridiculous.
You gotta assume they fought for 3 hours. Whereas that happened for what? That was 20 minutes on Dynamite.
Man, people can't fight in the streets for 30 seconds.
But
they fought for 3 hours. It's more ridiculous.
But let me also point out.
After a car crash, Jacob just walks out down the ramp.
But first and
after
foremost,
Drew
though, Marcus, let me
speeding
point
his
out something. The thing that was different between their car crashes, you have to look at the quality of the vehicles that they were driving. Jacob was in an Audi, and then I believe Drew was in Lincoln. So these are luxury vehicles that are built to withstand these accidents and protect the driver in critical accidents. So it was more believable. Darby looked like he was driving a bucket that had to be taken to the man down the street of the shop to keep it running. You know, he ain't in luxury. He ain't in luxury.
Though. We don't know if Jacob's even ran. Okay. Why was Jacob put up in that piece of shit anyway? What they paying Jacob?
Hey,
what car did he get?
Jacob got side money, Marcus. You know the business. You take the real money, you put it in the other money, and you make it clean money. You know how you do it. Come on, bro.
Jacob ain't shit. But I'm sadly going to agree with Darby Allin. Or disagree with you guys. Say Darby Allin and Gabe Kidd was actually sadly more believable than this car accident 3-hour brawl that ended in death.
Mark, they flipped their fucking car, Marcus.
They fought for 3 hours.
They flipped the car.
They smashed the car. Jacob survived the car accident, unconcussed, with only a scratch of a wound from Drew McIntyre punches. Go to a table, and then they fall to their death.
Marcus,
that's more ridiculous.
Let me tell you something. You know one thing in life that is more powerful than being concussed? Fucking spite, and you need to get revenge. I can imagine every time they pulled Drew and Jacob, I ain't gonna let that motherfucker get me. I'm gonna fight his ass. And they kept fighting
Marcus,
each other.
If you get drugged like the way Darby Allin did to Gabe Kidd, I don't think you're fighting 10 minutes later. Still fighting 5 minutes later.
You don't know the effects of what Darby Allin put in him. Who knows? That could have been Adderall cream. I don't know. Okay, he could have gave him a second win.
All we know, the people that WWE hired to watch AEW program and report back to what took place really paid dividends this week. Hey, they had a crazy car accident. We gonna have a crazy ass car accident too. That's
we're gonna kill the guy. Both men die at the end of the show because no one got off a fence. How the hell they get up there? We didn't even ask that.
Marcus,
we never asked that.
Marcus,
how do you fight up there?
Spite.
Who was running? Who ran? It was like he climbed the ladder.
Spite is what it is.
That's the other problem. It wasn't even that high.
No,
I ain't taking that fall. And maybe these men are in their 40s. We ain't taking that fall in our 40s. These men are the same age as us. We ain't taking that fall.
But I think the real line was spoke by Manny's arch nemesis Nick Aldis. You keep doing it to yourself, Drew. You're sabotaging yourself. He keep fighting people that want to kill him. I mean, for the instance, if there's anybody on the roster that I'm picking a fight with, it's not Jacob Fatu. Marcus, let me ask you this question. I know that you feel like you could run through the AEW locker room. Can you run through the WWE locker room?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Where you losing?
Brock Lesnar opens the door. It's over.
Why? Brock might not even be there.
Brock called me the doorman. Brock paid too much.
Brock Lesnar's like, Brock Lesnar, I have a 5 o'clock, okay?
Marcus,
I have a hard 20 minutes right here.
Mark, I think you're good because I think you can get through the door opener because that's going to be Berto or Chris Sabin. I think you can take those guys out.
No, I think it'd be one of the Americanos. I think they'd be the smallest on the roster.
Well, Mark, hopefully it's Tyler Bate, so you can let him know.
I hope it's Tyler Bate. I can get through Tyler Bate. I can get through Tyler Bate. I'll just sit on here.
By the dancing.
Damn
Marcus though.
Damn them hips.
Marcus looking for the female locker room so he can run through that one. Hey, what's going on? The grand finale's here.
I would make it. I'll probably Nia Jackson open the door and just give me one of those Becky Lynch punches. And I go, that's not fair.
I mean, so yeah,
or Barefoot Charlotte will introduce. We didn't even bring up the return of Barefoot Charlotte, whose power level, because she's eating all that ice cream, is costing her everything.
She did all right till she got in the ring. That was she was done.
Back in the day, Manny, Barefoot Charlotte used to clear that ring. Men, women, children, it would be done.
So Smackdown went a lot longer, which tells us that it was a better show than what it was, that it should have been. I think the two writers of WWE did really well this week, and it finally feels like that I could be on. I found my keys to start to get on the road to WrestleMania. I found my keys. I'm not in the car yet. But I've been looking for them keys, and I'm like, shit, where is that? I'm there.
I'm a little disappointed actually. Roman on Monday called for all the Samoans, and on SmackDown, all the Samoans seem to be at war with each other.
And the Y6.
Manny.
The Samoans, the war.
I don't know, Manny.
I'm done. Is Roman Reigns Donald Trump and calling for his allies to help him in Iran? And then they're like, nah, man, it's your battle.
I don't know. I think Solo heard the call, and that's why he's acting like Roman. I think he heard the call. He's like trying to get his troops ready. We need
Is
to
he
go help
welcome
him.
back? Is he welcome back in the family?
Damn right he is.
Challenges. He challenged everything.
You know, you cross the lines when you call somebody old. Shit, can't call him old.
Yes, you can.
Can't call nobody old, man. It's sad. You know they
Michael
old.
Oku called me old.
You are, man. It's Michael Oku. You are. He's still in his early 20s, right? Still?
I don't know.
All right,
He's
so
in his mid-20s.
let's just jump into the news because we went long. We still got brackets. We still got kill one, keep one. And
Can I add this to CM Punk? I'm sorry.
go ahead.
Manny, CM Punk looked in the mirror today and asked, am I being old today?
No, the problem is that when he got to WWE and he started using Just Forbid, he thought he was covering that shit up, and now they realize it ain't working like it used to be.
No, the thing is though, for some men, the salt and pepper looks alright. For CM Punk, I don't know what the way he's got his hair makes him look even older.
He looks older than Shawn Michaels to me, and Shawn Michaels look like shit.
No,
I'm talking about
he
current
looks
Shawn.
older for the simple reason of that.
Current
when
Shawn is like a goblin these days.
when he showed up, the first time he showed up on WWE TV, he had dyed that shit, and we knew what he was looking like in AEW. And it was like, damn, Phil don't show up for job of this. But speaking of
Did
AEW,
you see Shawn Michaels' 90s thing?
No,
What I was like in the 90s?
no.
And it's just all, the sexy boy stuff. I'm a little disappointed in have Rebellious Shawn doing all the bad shit he's done. Blowjob poses and whatnot.
Killing the headbangers.
All the bad shit Shawn was doing. I want that Shawn in that one. He
used the Canadian flag to wipe between his crotch.
Yeah.
Making sunny skies with that racist.
Sunny days, all types of shit. I want all of that.
So, in the news, it's not much, but Toni Storm is out due to an unknown injury. Everyone is speculating that Juice Robinson finally released the juice, and she may be pregnant. If that is the case, congratulations to both of them. But a question was posed in the mid-card mess is which AEW women's wrestler will step up to fill the void of Toni Storm? And I asked this question to Manny first. Who do you got, Manny?
Well, I answered it in that group.
I didn't go back to it, but you could tell what your answer was here.
I think it wasn't going to be Athena because Athena was on this list. I was like, Tony Khan don't give a damn about Athena. And then the other three on the list were Megan Bayne, Willow, and Tekla.
But they didn't have to be
Willow's
on the list.
already over. So
it could be anybody you want. Don't have to be on the list.
Well, I think they got a lot of stock. I think Tony Khan's got a lot of stock in Megan Bayne because he doesn't let her take pins. It was always Penelope taking those pins. So I think he's got stock in Megan Bayne.
That sounds horrible, but okay.
But I think Mercedes is coming back. She's currently on a tour of losing all her belts. I think Mercedes is on her way back.
Oh, but Mercedes, I mean, that's the you pay her so much, it's the obvious choice, but she can't really bring the entertainment value that Toni brought. Marcus, I think you and I are both on the Thekla train right now. Is that true? Are you going with Thekla or are you going with somebody else?
But Tekra's already a champion. She's not the position of needs to step
That's
up.
also true. That's true,
My
too.
argument is this division hasn't been Toni's in a minute, though. I don't feel Toni has done much since she lost the title. She's kind of just been existing in tag teams and doing stuff. It hasn't been really her division in a minute. And the division seemed to be lost when Statlander was champion in that point. Like, it just seemed like it was all over the place. And that the TBS title and all these other titles seemed to be more president in the company. So it's
the TBS even with Willow didn't make sense. Like it's both titles seem to be watered down when Chris Statlander and Willow were teaming together with Harley Cameron. It seemed very watered down.
So the division was already gone. So I believe we entered the Tekla division when she won the title, and this is where we're at in the women's division.
Hey, I hope they can improve. I mean, I would like to say I think it would be Willow, but I don't know because I don't think they really know how to book her character as well. Because
thing is though, she's over as fuck, so it doesn't necessarily matter how they book her. It's just like it's just like put her in meaningful matches because she's over.
Yeah, I mean, but do you think they're going to do that? I don't see Toni doing that personally.
But everybody at AEW is kind of over. Everybody kind of gets a reaction from the fans. Everybody, the sickos like kind of almost everybody.
No, but like her reaction is a lot more than the average sicko reaction.
Yeah, I think it's.
I agree.
It's a genuine reaction. And also news is that Tama Tonga apparently posted a video of rehearsal, and that.
Have you seen that video? That video, I don't know if I'm getting fined. I don't know why I'd be getting fined for that video.
Let me show who's in my ring, Manny. Let me show who's in my damn ring.
I mean,
this is exclusive footage for Netflix.
I don't think this is a big deal. People because they probably have in their contract they're not supposed to serve a rehearsal because that's what WWE Uncut is for. Unreal, I'm sorry. I mean, it is what it is. He probably took it on the chin. It's like Luke about to lose $300,000 for that double tech last night. Shit, I don't know how I feel about that.
$600,000.
So I mean, Tama. I mean, I know people speculated that Smackdown was a result of that. I don't think so. I think that was always in the cards for them not to have those tag team titles. The biggest news story, I guess.
I guess I don't.
Oh, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
Neither one of us got to chime in. I don't think on this.
Well, because I'm trying to move on. To Smackdown was more important than news.
Well, you could have just not done the news segment.
Well, I did all these notes for this fucking news. I'm gonna do the news segment.
Yeah, but then we've got a voice, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you don't just get to read off the news. You ain't Ted Koppel.
This isn't like when you show up to the Thursday show having not watched anything.
I watched AEW this week.
I watched it all. Okay, I watched it all. Anyway, I think this footage, this fine is bullshit if true. I don't think there was anything shown in this footage. I don't know what I'm supposed to take away from this footage. I've seen more on WWE 24/7 in documentaries. Maybe this is a legal thing in which WWE people or people at Netflix have exclusive rights to WWE backstage footage. And
no, I get the feeling that's in the contract. I get the feeling it might be in the contract where
that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Netflix thing, like, or whoever they're dealing with.
No. I think it's a WWE contract thing where you can't. It's like something you violate in the contract.
Yeah. Oh. Well, I would just give him a slap on the wrist. It was nothing exposed and all that, and I think it's stupid. And it seemed like they had a lot of there was some juice building behind Tama Tonga that I guess is going to decimate now because of this shit. Or
I hope whatever. Not. But I hope not because I like Shinsuke whispering in his ear.
No, I like the idea. Go ahead.
But the audacity for the man who's involved in killing the business in the first place, Triple H, with his click video, get mad at somebody for doing a little bit of footage. I'm just saying, fuck him.
I really like the idea of him being reunited with Finn. Like, I think that would be nice. Like, I don't know if him being with them with the MFTs is the right thing. I also think that, like, you know how we talk about Willow being held back by being in all these tag divisions? I think Solo lost a lot of his momentum by being associated with him MFTs. I just think that we're losing some good years of Solo, and hopefully he can bounce back and have a Dax year.
I don't think he's having. Even when on his biggest run, he wasn't good.
Solo is in the right position for Solo. I think I don't ever foresee this man being in the main event. I think he's lower to mid carder. I don't ever see him
lower, not even mid card. Lower.
I have him lower mid card, and I think the best role for him is comedy act.
Damn.
Because the man is legit funny. He's funny.
Okay.
And he should be trying to have people take him serious. No one takes him serious. It's like when Eric Young tried to be serious.
He's basically be taking the comedy role of Rikishi had.
Yeah.
And last news story: Ted DiBiase Jr., former member of Legacy, who's somebody Randy could bloody. He could show up and say, "Hey, why did you do that to Cody? We were a family." But they found him. They acquitted him of all criminal counts. Jurors who heard for at least 2,000 witnesses during the trial deliberated Friday. And in 4 hours, they came back with a now guilty verdict on all 13 criminal counts. He faced 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and to commit theft concerning programs receiving federal funds, 6 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of theft concerning programs receiving federal funds, and 4 counts of money laundering. He was acquitted of all charges, avoiding a potential maximum sentence of 185 years in federal prison. He was quoted afterwards saying 7 years of being slandered and made to be something that is completely false. About tore my family apart, but we're strong, and I'm so thankful that it's over. So, what you guys need to understand is because jury found you innocent, not guilty, doesn't mean that you're innocent. That just means that the people didn't present enough evidence to prove it beyond reasonable doubt. So he could have still did this shit, but they didn't have enough to prove it. So
I want to try him as a black man. I want to try him as a black man to see if he get off on the same read. This is absurd. This welfare case is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The only person I've seen that even came close to suffer consequences is Ted DiBiase Jr. When there's so many other people, including Brett Favre, involved in this shit. I'm just saying, it's ridiculous, and it's a benefit of how the justice system makes shit.
No, Marcus, I will tell you from firsthand experiences, welfare fraud and any type of fraud is a very hard case to prove. And most times, if people don't plead out, if they go to trial, it's very hard to convince 12 jurors that this person did this unless it's blatant evidence, because there's so many loopholes that many people can fall through and stuff like that. So, go ahead.
I got a door.
Go, Betty.
So I'm not surprised that this happened because these cases are very hard to prove, and then there's a lot of stuff that these people. The fact that he was accused of 13 counts and the jury took only 4 hours to come with this verdict tells me that the people didn't have a very strong case to begin with, because that is pretty short for how long this trial took.
But
I don't think anything's possible. But you know,
I can see some corruption going on in Mississippi. It's already a corrupt system as it stands. I do not put that past anybody there.
No,
this was so quickly deliberated and then it's just done. After hearing so many years about this scam and the wire fraud scam and people building volleyball courts out of this money with rep bar money, to have all this just be like, nothing was here. Just seems like it's wasn't absurd for 4 hours of deliberation.
It just felt like it just wasn't enough to link him to it. It might be other people were guilty, but they didn't have enough evidence towards him.
Or corruption. So, I don't know the case. Corruption.
Ted is innocent or not. He was acquitted. He can move on with his life now. 7 years. Now he can get back into the ring.
He said several. It's only been like 4 or 5.
No, he said 7. 7 years of being slandered. 7? Yeah. It took a long time for this case. He's
still guilty. I'm still called as guilty.
Most people do, Marcus. Most people do. Even when you serve your time. Now that Manny has returned, I think he's ready. Manny, do you want to do your brackets now, or should we go to kill one, keep one real quick, or what you want to do?
Kill one, keep one would probably be quicker.
Okay, kill one, keep one. I'm going this edition. We're putting the pinnacle of the Attitude Era versus the beginning of Ruthless Aggression. We have WrestleMania X7, aka 17, that took place at the Astrodome in Texas, going against WrestleMania 29 in Seattle. No, that might not be 20. I can't do my bro. It's
I don't even know. Whatever you comparing this WrestleMania to, 17 won. Kill the other one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even care what it's going against. 17 wins.
Yeah, but who's he got? I don't know. I don't trust this man.
X110. That is
X110.
You don't even know Roman numerals. Just say the number.
What?
Is that 21?
How do you do this?
No, that's 20. Oh, that's 19. 19. It's 19. 2 years afterwards.
What the 19. Hell? What?
19 was really good though.
Yeah, 19 was really good. So Marcus, 17. This is the peak. Ice Attitude Era, you had Chris Jericho beating William Regal for the IC title. Bradshaw, Farouk, and Taz defeat Right the Censor. Kane defeated Big Show and Raven for the Hardcore Championship. Eddie Guerrero defeated Test for the European title. Chino defeated Ivory for the Women's Championship. Shane defeated Vince in the Street Fight. TLC number 2, where Edge and Christian defeated the Dudleys and the Hardy Boys. Undertaker defeated Triple H. And Stone Cold defeated The Rock for the WWE Championship.
Arguably, both are dead anyway.
You killed WrestleMania 1. You killed WrestleMania 1 for 3. So it doesn't matter. We never got to 17.
It doesn't matter. You can still got there. So that was considered one of the best WrestleManias ever. But however, WrestleMania 19, Matt Hardy defeats Rey Mysterio for the Cruiserweight title. Undertaker, who was supposed to team with Nathan Jones but got attacked beforehand, went to defeat Big Show and A-Train. Trish Stratus defeated Jazz and Victoria for the Women's Championship. Team Angle defeated Rhino and Chris Benoit versus Los Guerreros.
Shawn Michaels never show that again.
No, Marcus, I want to point out on the website of WWE, they don't even mention who Team Angle defeated. It said they defeated Los Guerreros. That's it. Shawn Michaels defeated Chris Jericho. And the most controversial match in Black history, Triple H defeated Booker T. Hulk Hogan defeated Mr. McMahon. The Rock defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Brock Lesnar defeated Kurt Angle to be the WWE champion. So, with Marcus, with that being said, are you still keeping WrestleMania 17 over 19?
100%.
Manny, what about you?
I could have told you the WrestleMania 17 card and not even think about it. And then WrestleMania 19, I go, what is that, Steve Austin last match? Yeah, that's all I got from that.
When you list the two cards, they don't sound very strong.
They don't sound strong at all, do they?
In the moment, though, it's about setting and atmosphere.
In the moment, 17 is better. In the moment, but two of my favorite matches are on 9. One of my favorite matches is Shawn Michaels Jericho at 19. Was a really, really good match, and Kurt and Brock was good. It's just Brock decided to be Brock in that match
and break his neck and try to almost break his neck.
So I'm going to go 17. 17 probably was the year I probably stepped away for a bit.
Wow,
17, you got TLC. You got the Steve Austin heel turn joining up with McMahon and him and The Rock in the main event. You got the My Way video package, which is still held as the greatest WrestleMania video package, if not the greatest wrestling video package of all time, featuring Limp Bizkit. I don't see any other way to put 17 below 19.
Unfortunately, this ended a lot quicker than I thought because...
I don't know why you thought that would be a debate.
I thought 17... 17 has to probably stay because I just can't let Triple H beat Booker T again in that title match, and that's why I'm ended it. Booker T should have won. The
only thing 19 has for me is Jericho and Shawn Michaels. I like Seiko. I like the Seiko Stadium as well.
I thought 17. Only thing I remember the most from her is the TLC match. That's what I remember the most.
Steve Austin heel turn?
I didn't realize he turned heel in that one, so I would have to go watch it again. Maybe I should do a watch along and go watch 17.
He joined McMahon. It's the iconic. He joins with Vince.
All right, so man, you ready with your brackets?
Yeah, I was going to give you the best bracket, but I think we need to get this one out of the way. We might have to do two this week. Then
we have enough time to do two.
We only have 1 week left for March, Manny.
Yeah, I know. That's why we.
I don't know how many more weeks you wanted to plan to this, but it's only 2 more weeks of March.
You know,
yeah, so we're gonna have to do two.
Smackdown went longer. It's all Jelly Roll's fault. Fucking Jelly Roll.
Deserves his ass kicked every single week.
Kick his ass.
Okay, so we'll start with this. We'll start with this one. So Monsters and Modern Chaos. This is based on a list that everyone provided names for. So rank number 1 is The Undertaker, and then rank number 2 at the bottom left right hand corner is Kane. So the opening match is The Undertaker with Luchasaurus. I don't know who said Luchasaurus needed to be in this.
Who did this?
But
who did this?
Come on.
Who bad is this? Who bad is this?
Luchasaurus is the bottom ranked person of this bracket.
Yeah, Luchasaurus needed to be in this because the man thinks he's a dinosaur. Not only that, he's easily manipulated and lost his name Luchasaurus and became Killswitch and joined up with Christian, who had beat his ass on a weekly basis. And then still worship Christian. Now he's driving a school bus for Jack Perry, who has a knife. I'm just saying he's a bit crazier than The Undertaker.
I also don't think that he should be allowed to drive a school bus with only one arm. Just want to point that out. That doesn't seem like
He's
it's
a
very
dinosaur.
easy to drive.
He shouldn't be able to burn his family's fossil fuels to get around.
But we don't need to relate. Undertaker's winning, right? Hands down. Undertaker's getting through, right?
I don't know if he's crazier than Luchasaurus. I got Luchasaurus crazier. I'm just saying.
No, Marcus.
The Undertaker has a wife in a podcast. The Undertaker has a wife in a podcast. He ain't got crazy.
He tried to murder Stone Cold Steve Austin by doing an
crucified
embalming.
Stephanie. He crucified Stephanie.
He crucified Stephanie.
Sacrifice, okay? Sacrifice.
I'm the boss man.
This is acts of violence. Hold on, this is acts of violence.
And let's not talk about the law of burning Kane.
This is violence, people. This is just violence. He's a violent person.
Marcus, you lose. Undertaker gets through. Me and Manny picks. Man, let's keep going.
I don't think he's crazier. I think we need to send this to the chat. A man that thinks he's a dinosaur burning fossil fuels driving a school bus, or someone that has been an American
What the fuck is that in your window, Manny?
What?
The yellow thing that's blinking.
What?
It's a world title.
Oh, it is? It's blinking. I thought it was an eye. I thought it was a robot alien. Okay, I was freaked out.
On it.
What?
Sorry. I just got freaked out a little bit.
Anyway, a man drawing dinosaur blood, fossil fuels, into a school bus. He don't care. He don't give a fuck. He's been in relationships. He's been crazy. The Undertaker's famed and crazy. Marcus. He has a podcast and he's controlled by his wife.
Marcus,
that ain't
I'm gonna
crazy.
finish you.
That's a man that wants to live.
I'm going to finish you with a phrase, and you cannot speak after this phrase. Nana Kimbe.
Nana Kimbe. Thank you, Manny. Undertaker gets through. Undertaker gets through, Marcus. Deal with it.
Luchasaurus clicks like dude. He roars.
Manny, can we mute him so we can move on to the next brackets? I don't know why he's fighting so hard for Luchasaurus.
Undertaker ain't crazy as hell.
So we've got Darby Allin versus Eddie Kingston, which is a match that probably already happened.
Can they both be eliminated?
I'll save my arguments for Darby later, but if you want me to pick an instance, just pick Exhibit A last week on Dynamite.
Yeah, I'm picking Darby.
Marcus want to point out, J.K. Swish said that he tried to lynch the boss man as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah. What? A little hanging happens all the time. We call people that hang people crazy all the time. Then half the South is crazy.
I think Darby gets through with no question, despite that.
Then we've got Minoru Suzuki. Versus the Great Muta.
I'll take Suzuki.
I'll take Suzuki. The Great Muta, I never considered him crazy. I just considered him Japanese and athletic.
And he threw spit out his mouth.
Yeah. I mean, I spit in your face. What? I want to spit in half these people's faces too.
And I learned about Suzuki in AEW, and a man doing this shit as old as he is, I can only imagine what he did when he was younger. So I think that man is pretty crazy.
I saw Minoru Suzuki beat the shit out of Asuka. That's also just violence.
Shane McMahon versus Jeff Hardy.
Oh!
This should have been the top bracket right here.
Oh! So who wants to start with this one? This is a tough one.
I think I go Jeff because I think Jeff has done more crazier things than Shane, and I think it's Jeff. It's closer than what it should be. Like, it's closer, but I'm going with Jeff.
We got to measure how high each one has fallen in their career and put all the numbers together. How many thousands of feet have they fallen? And we'll figure out who's the crazy.
I love this chicken. Minoru Suzuki just full of hell. That's so old.
That's so true.
He's full of hell today.
He ain't really that mean or
He's
crazy.
Full of hell.
I'm going to go Shane McMahon over the daddy issues and Raw Underground for making that exist.
Also, man, you're the deciding vote in this situation.
I thought it would be pretty obvious it would be Jeff Hardy in this one.
Yeah, but he's a drug addict. If we put all the drug addicts in there, we got to create 500 more brackets.
But I agree, it has to be Shane. On the basis that he tried to book himself winning the Royal Rumble not that long ago.
I'm just going to say right now, I'm not going to fight like Marcus did for Luchasaurus. Shane can get through.
J.K. Smith brought up Willow. You can't forget about that episode. But that's an episode. If we put Jeff in there, I think we have to have Matt in this tournament too, who I think plays crazier better than Jeff.
That is also true. Matt not being in the bracket is kind of disappointing. He probably could replace Luchasaurus.
Well, yep, the people did not add him.
Eddie Kingston probably.
Yeah.
Everyone had a chance to add to this bracket, but they did not. So,
fuck those people then. Okay.
I said my names and I
this
have my
includes
winner in my head.
This include you because Marcus put in the suggestions. John Moxley versus the baddest man Haku.
Are we talking real life or are we talking wrestling?
You're talking the lore of Haku.
The Lord,
talking real life, we talking wrestling.
The whole thing. Like I put Calvin Sullivan higher because of the whole Booker Man thing. You can do whatever you want here.
I'm going to pick Haku because he might come and whip my ass now.
Manny, who you got?
I mean,
I'm
I
still
got
thinking.
Haku, even though John Moxley nearly killed Brian Danielson with a bag.
Well, I consider Haku just tough. I don't feel him crazy. So I go John Moxley. I don't know what John Moxley's doing with his skinhead group and all that. So
Well,
they don't really do much anymore.
On
He
Collision,
gets slapped before his match. They both kind of same. I would not even call either one of them crazy, to be honest.
on Collision, he was in the background while Pac was cutting a promo about fighting Ospreay.
AEW don't do that background shit. They do background shit.
Yeah.
But I don't consider Mox crazy, though.
Tomohiro Ishii
Oh.
versus PCO.
I'm going PCO because Ishii just wants a check. PCO do too, but Ishii just really wants a check. I'm going with PCO.
One of them's a Rougeau brother. I'm taking the Rougeau brother. I'm going PCO. What was his name when he had the eye patch? Wasn't he Slash or something?
No, he was Raju.
What was his name?
Pierre.
John Pierre? Pierre.
Kane
Yeah,
says
that's crazy.
Haku being crazy for adopting those MFTs.
Then we got Samoa Joe versus Abyss.
On the paper.
TNA
on paper.
special. A TNA special.
On paper, the Monster Abyss goes through easily. But if you look at Samoa Joe's entire run, he ain't all there. That's the time he broke into Wendy's house. That's the time he created the Nation of Violence, a nation of one, maybe two, who had Taz, who was sometimes
And he
showed
got
up.
kidnapped multiple
He got
times.
kidnapped in the van. Yeah, he got kidnapped. The man has teamed with Pac-Man Jones, and I think he's feuded with Rampage Jackson.
Marcus, you're forgetting about the belt to the stomach. You're forgetting about the belt to the stomach.
Yeah. The belt dropping that he freaked out over, the yelling, the whole form of the ops. He plays Sweet Tooth on Twisted Metal. I'm just saying, my vote is going Joe, even though I think the Monster Abyss is crazier.
I'm gonna tell you this because Marcus, my vote is going Joe.
Oh my God!
My
This
vote is
upset.
going Joe for the simple reason: I can never forgive Abyss for being baptized in the pool by Christian. I just can't. I just can't. And on top of that,
you mixed it up. It's Christian baptizing.
doesn't matter. It was
Abyss.
just
No,
the
it's-
pool. But I
Christian
think
was taking out the trash
the
and got
more
drowned in his own
important thing
pool.
is, Marcus, the more important thing is Samoa Joe is still the only Samoan that's not a part of the family. He doesn't get into the family tree any type of way, so I'm giving him a
His
mercy
name got
pass.
mentioned on Raw.
He got mentioned on Raw, so now we have a blurred line right here. Are they cousins now?
No, they're not. We ain't never had them being their cousins.
We cousins? We cousins. Like it says, we cousins.
Just saying, remember, Nia Jax got onto that bloodline graphic real easily. But I'm taking Joe. Manny, you taking Joe?
I'm taking Joe. The final
It's,
match
you know,
in this first
Abyss
round.
was shot in the back by his father, okay? That's the whole storyline.
The final match of the first round is Kane versus
Ridiculous.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Well,
Want me to go
I don't
first?
consider- Yeah, you go first.
Bam Bam Bigelow. That man had them tattoos on his head. I'm going Bam Bam Bigelow.
What's
Kane was
crazy
always
about
just,
him?
he was just only the little brother of
No.
Undertaker.
Are you crazy?
You
Are you just?
crazy?
Are you just saying? You just Owen Hart Kane as if he was just there and he was his brother. His brother's
Because
friend.
I can't
happy?
separate Glenn Jenkins from Kane. It's Bam Bam Bigelow.
That's even crazier. You add the mayor part to it. I wasn't even gonna add his mayoral run. Okay, I'm not even adding nothing about what I'm about to say has anything to do with Knox County. I can bring up one Kane incident where you can just say, yeah, he crazy. He lets you give a Shane McMahon's nuts on television.
But Kane
That
Vic
don't-
is Triple H Kane.
But Kane has never denied that.
He also put a car battery to Shane McMahon's nuts, so I don't understand how he has kids.
Hey, can we never forget the I am a monster? Or how about this? Kane was burned and thought his skin was burnt up to a crisp, and that's why he wears the mask. And then he took it off and there were no burns. And everybody was like, oh, the burns are all mental? The man flips out on May 19th. You can't be around him then. It just goes on and on. I believe he forced a marriage and a baby on Lita, only to be killed by Snitsky. And it goes on. He became corporate Kane.
I'm picking Kane.
Kane goes.
I picked Bam Bam because I know Bam Bam doesn't get the respect that I knew Kane was going through. I just want someone to understand. I understand what Bam Bam went through.
The craziest thing Bam Bam did in his whole career was thinking he could beat Lawrence Taylor.
He hung out with Luda Vachon and we called her crazy.
So the next round,
crazy.
Suzuki versus Darby Allin.
Suzuki.
Darby.
He's full of hell. Suzuki's full of hell.
I've got Darby.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's fine.
Darby should be dead either today, tomorrow. His thing is dead now forever at this point. Because that's how he died. He should have been dead.
That's fine. I'll take that loss.
Then we got Haku versus Samoa Joe.
I didn't realize we were going to the islands for this one. I'm going Samoa Joe. Crazy. I think Haku's just mean.
I'm going Samoa Joe just because, you know what? I'm still on that sympathetic train for Samoa Joe. He not part of this. He was fueled by the anger not being on the list that Haku was on the list.
Then I've got PCO versus Kane.
Kane. PCO is indestructible and crazy and old and still out there taking bumps. And I think he's twice a year. He may be 10 or 12 years older than Kane or more. And he's out there doing the dangerous shit you ever see someone that age would do. I know my hip kind of goes out for getting out the bed. For PCO to jump through tables and people, just seems like he should be dead. But I'm going Kane. Kane's crazy.
And then the final match is Undertaker versus Shane McMahon.
Undertaker.
I know Undertaker has all his sacrifice shit, but I've seen this man in podcasts and doing his One Dead Man show and inducting people to Hall of Fame, being the American badass and big evil and running around his motorcycle. He took a break in that, and that break may cost him his craziness. I feel
you keep bringing up this podcast, but the maddest thing is the Undertaker fooling everyone in the illusion that Michelle McCool was a peep worth a damn.
Oh, God damn. So
I will not take for any further of this defending against the Undertaker.
So who going through? Who you got?
So on one side of the bracket, we've got Undertaker versus Darby Allin. The other side of the bracket, we've got Samoa Joe versus Kane. So
who'd you pick? Oh, you went with Undertaker.
I've got Undertaker.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you say it. I didn't know. Okay. But can I also add the Shane McMahon wishes he had the relationship with Undertaker that the Undertaker has with his dad?
Wow.
Don't that create some more issues? Can I throw that argument out there for Shane?
That creates more issues, but that's more of a Shane problem than it is.
Here's the problem who's crazy here, okay? It's more of a Vince problem, actually.
Samoa Joe versus Kane. Who you got?
I'm going Kane over Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe just, I would say bipolar, maybe a bit ill-tempered, maybe a little confused. But I think Kane is just batshit out of his mind.
Eric?
Well, I'm sticking with Samoa Joe in this situation. I feel bad for the man. I need him to make it to the finals. And then, when Undertaker makes it to him in finals, then he can avenge his brother's loss to Samoa Joe. It makes so much sense to me. It writes itself in these brackets.
See, you're going for the wrong feel-good fact. This man was crispy. Kane was burnt to a crisp. He electrocuted Shane McMahon's testicles.
I get that, but we eliminated the man who thought he was a dinosaur. So I think thinking you're a dinosaur and thinking that you were burned to a crisp are on the same level. So if we're taking with that logic, then maybe Marcus was right about Luchasaurus. Maybe he was right. I'm just saying.
Crazy. They're crazier. I feel like they're crazier than Undertaker.
I'm gonna put through Kane.
Kane gets through. I believe Kane earned this week, but I also think Luchasaurus should have been Luchasaurus and Kane in the finals.
No, it should not have.
Those people need help.
And then Undertaker versus Darby Allin.
You know what? I would pay to see this match in their primes. Undertaker has proven he don't give a shit about people.
I think it'd be a lot similar to Undertaker versus Jeff Hardy on the ladder match.
Yeah, it'd be exactly like that. If not, because Darby would want to go to the extreme that Mick Foley went. It's like, throw me into the stands to a table.
I'm going to do something. I think in the first upset in my bracket, and I might get outruled in this one, I'm going Darby in this situation. That fool's not right. He climbed Mount Everest.
So I'm with you, Eric. I think Darby is a danger and crazier to himself.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And his dives, like, he put all his little body. I don't know
if there's ever been a crimes per week committed more than Darby Allin in the wrestling world. I just want to say that for the record. It's a unanimous Darby. And with Undertaker, I was just going to go like this.
This is with all due respect. Every time I see a Darby match, I realize this could be the last Darby match I ever see. That's just how.
So these two go through to the final bracket, but who wins the bracket? Darby versus Kane.
Darby. I'm going to eliminate him for the same reason I eliminate Marcus Luchasaurus. I don't care if he thought he was burned. I don't care. Darby out there doing real proud. Darby got thrown on them stairs 3 weeks ago on a regular ass show.
Darby gets thrown on stairs every time he's around.
I'm going with Kane for being crazy on Malcolm X's birthday, May 19th.
I'm going Darby.
Thank you. Matty Marcus make no damn sense.
That was a fact and you know it. May 19th was a thing. That man was freaking out over that. You say May 19th about Kane, you may not come out alive.
Okay, because we don't have time, because we're running out of time in March, because we decided you went to Revolution, I went to Eve for the first 2 weeks of
and we
March.
Spent a lot of time talking about Jelly Roll being not his business on Smackdown today.
But Manny, in your defense, you started the tournament exactly when March Madness was starting, so it's nothing. You're not late.
Yeah, so we're gonna fit in another bracket. We got New Jack.
What does that count for? Kane?
I feel like I should be eliminated from this match because I don't like any of these styles of matches. But fine.
It's not about matches. It's about who's the craziest persona you see.
So the top ranked people are New Jack and Terry Funk.
Manny, I kind of want to just fast forward and just go with New Jack wins this bracket for me.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm looking at that bracket on the left, and respect to all the Adulas and the Obligatas and the craziness of Nick Gage and Homicide. Homicide doesn't even compete with half the people on this. Homicide seems like an upstanding citizen, considering all this.
And I think on the other side, you get Sabu versus Terry Funk, with ultimately the hardcore legend Terry Funk going against New Jack, and then New Jack winning.
Nothing against your bracket, Manny, but New Jack is running roughshod through that side.
I don't know. I think Sabu does something on the other side.
Sabu's on the other side of the bracket. Sabu's on the other side of the bracket. I was talking about the left side.
Yeah, that's why I said I think it'd be Sabu versus Terry Funk, and I just don't know who would win because it could be either. But
hold on.
Do you know what? If there is another bracket, I am going to bullshit the bracket like you two have just done it this one.
Well,
I will be an absolute cunt next time you do a bracket.
We were. This is what we do. Remember when Eric put his absolute brackets together? We were like, "Oh, these are all weak.
Yes,
too strong." This is the same thing. This is a very weak side bracket of New Jack.
No, do you know what? I'm changing it.
All these other people.
I'm changing it. Last week you decided to remove Randy Orton 09. I'm bringing him back because I'm being the dirty Nick.
Look who's sensitive about their brackets now. When y'all was out there dishing about my brackets, it was different.
Your bracket was bullshit.
Just saying.
That left side was bullshit, Manny. You know those brackets are coming down to Sabu and Jack. You want to go through it? Let's go through the motions. Let's go. Put it back up.
JK said Sandman was just a drunk.
No, he may as well be called Dad at this point.
Wow.
I wasn't talking about my dad. I just said in general, Eric, but you made it seem like that. But come on, let's run through it real quick.
I don't want to do it now.
I'm not
even going to finish the rest of the bracket. I'm not finishing the fourth bracket.
Wow, Manny! Manny!
How much you both piss me off.
Wow!
Work into this.
But it was okay to mock me when I made bad brackets.
The mock the cartoon bracket was okay.
Yeah. I didn't throw my hat and quit. But I guess New Jack won.
Yo, I don't know. It comes down to New Jack and Sabu. No. I never got to the argument against Sabu. I didn't even get to the right side of the bracket.
Randy back in this.
Manny threw his hat, Marcus. Manny threw his hat.
09 Randy don't compete with New Jack and Sabu. I'm just saying. 09 Randy was a menace to society.
I think he does. But you'll never know. You'll never know how this bracket, this massive bracket ever finishes because these two decided to ruin it.
Wow!
And I beat you. A Jew.
I mean, Manny going Mr. Ralph Treasures right there, man, with sensitivity. But you know what? That concludes the show. Marcus, I guess one day you got to get brackets so you can go. He threw the hat. I knew he was done. I knew he was done once the hat was thrown. Well, anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this show of the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I'm Eric.
And I guess I'm Marcus from the Grand Finale. And speaking for the empty chair, I am also all gravy, Dr. El Hilo del Gravy, Lord Manny Hayes.
The man who was bad about his brackets. I mean, were we wrong? Let us know in the comments. Should we took more time in his hardcore brackets? I do not like hardcore wrestling. So I didn't know half of the names. I only knew 3 of them.
But it was coming down to New Jack and Sabu.
We appreciate your time that you put into the hardcore carnage, Manny. You know, anyway, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Until next week, if there is a next week, we don't know. Manny really stormed off. He threw the hat. I don't know.
Who's Randy's next victim?
Apparently, it was Manny's brackets. We out. Bye.
We out. Bye.